Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Maggie Rizzi. I'm the superintendent of the Stoughton Public Schools. I'm standing here today to talk to you for a reason that is actually the worst nightmare of any school administrator. So I have to inform you that there was a car accident, most of you know this, yesterday in East Bridgewater. There were 4 fatalities, and those 4 people were Stoughton High School students. I will tell you their names. They have been released by the district attorney. They're Christopher Desir, 17, Eric Sarblaw, 17, Nick Joyce, 16, and David Bell, 17. There was a 5th student in the car who is currently in the hospital, so I will not be releasing his name. The students were student athletes and members of our track team. This is a devastating occasion for any community, any school. Stoughton is a very special place. The people are warm. They're incredibly, thoroughly down to the earth, decent. They support each other. They step up when necessary. We have a superlative counseling staff, a staff of psychologists. We've made sure through good times and bad that we've kept people here who will be able to support the students in times like these. So all of the counseling staff of our district will be available to all of our students, our staff, our families today, tomorrow, through all of the funerals, through all of the rituals the school is going to be going through from now for the rest of the year, into the summer, into next year, for as long as necessary. This is not the kind of thing that you heal from quickly. The recovery is long. We will be available for everyone who needs us for as long as they need us. We have the school open today, starting at noontime, and through 8 o'clock this evening. We will have counselors here for staff members. We have a lot of staff members present already. For our students who wish to come, for any of our families or community members who wish to come. We know that Grace Church in Avon and Reverend Sears has been extremely supportive of us for a very long time. We'll be open at 5 o'clock for students if they wish to go and gather there. St. James Catholic Church is also going to be opening their resources for us starting this evening and then further on for as long as we need them. Our other faith communities are always also supportive, so I'm sure that they will be available to help. We have had offers of support from many other districts in the area, so we will be able to spell our counselors with counselors and psychologists and professionals from other districts as that is necessary. We're going to do everything that we can do and everything that is necessary to get our students and their families and our staff members through this crisis. I'm going to ask you, and of course you all know this too, please be respectful of school property. And while there are certainly people who will want to talk to you, there will be many members of the community who will be really trying to protect their privacy. So we're all going to try and do that and ask you as much as it's possible in your professional capacity to do that as well. So I have behind me some of the leaders of the Stoughton community. Our police chief, who is always extremely helpful for us, is here. The chair of our school committee, the high school principal, our athletic director, as many of these students, the students were student athletes. Our director of school security is here, and our high school principal, who is going to be the point person through all of the next few days as things roll out. So when I say point person, I know that the students and the staff and their families know that she will be providing for them everything that she possibly can. We will be opening school tomorrow. I do not anticipate we will have a normal day, but it is important for students to have their routines if they want and need them, and to know that we're going to be available to them. And insofar as they're going to be able to go through a regular day, we're going to provide that. Insofar as they can't, we will provide other resources for them. So if you have any questions, I'll take a couple of quick questions, and then Thank you very much for coming.
Can you tell us the grade levels that each of the students were in?
Uh, Most of them were juniors. I think one was a sophomore, and I'm not quite sure what the others were. But
How do you even begin to try to talk to your students about this, just on a level with so many different students involved? This is going to touch probably the whole school. How do you even begin?
it will impact the whole school. So you're uh, given especially the number of students involved. This is a large community. We have 4,000 students. Obviously, there are however many parents. We have 500 or 600 staff members here. In a community this large, and of course the town of Stoughton is about 28,000 people, just the nature of human life, eventually there are going to be tragedies that happen. And since we know that, as a staff and as leaders, we have taken steps over the years to provide people with the training they need to help people through traumatic events. Because, as sad as it is to say, it isn't necessarily a matter of if it's going to happen. You have to assume that eventually it will happen. So we're as prepared as I think you can be to bring people through something like this.
What are the students what's been practiced when you explain why you went to the schools here?
I think the important thing right now is that we have lost 4 of our students, and we're going to be coping with that crisis. And you know, there are lots of different family structures, and so I'll just leave that for another time.
Dr.
Joe,
Rizzi, have you ever experienced anything like this?
I've never experienced anything like this. I have to say, and this is sad to have to say this. In the last few years, we have had student deaths for different reasons. And a number of years ago, we had a small student killed in front of one of our elementary schools. So our community has coped with sudden, horrible tragedies. And you can't really legitimately compare any one tragedy with another one. But we have some experience and expertise.
I understand they had a big track meet today. Maybe this is something the athletic director, I don't know, but were the students on their way to a practice? You know where they were headed?
As far as the details of the accident and the things leading up to it, that's a matter for the East Bridgewater police and the DA and the state police to investigate. There is a track meet today, and so our team is participating, as are the other members of the Hockomock League.
As far as you know, they weren't going to work on any
As far as were they going to a school-related activity yesterday? Not that I know of.
What can you tell us about them as students, as members of the community? What were they involved in? What were they like as people?
The students involved in this accident were members of our track team, and their families are suffering terribly. Some of them have siblings here, so I'd like to respect the privacy of their individuality, and as time goes on, I think profiles of them will emerge, but I think it's a little early for me
All
to be.
4 of them were on the track team?
As far as I know, yes.
No.
No.
2 of them?
2.
Okay.
Thank you.
Couple more questions, guys?
Are there going to be any additional counselors staffing tomorrow or the upcoming weeks? Are they taking any additional?
We have a very robust counseling staff. We have a lot of our own counselors available. I've had offers from a lot of surrounding districts to provide additional counseling help. We are going to call on those people who've made those offers. People have a way of coming together in situations like this, and different schools support each other. This is going to be a long haul, so we're going to take advantage of the offers that we've had from other districts to supplement and support our counseling staff. Yes, and you had a question, sir.
You mentioned the resources, but for those students who are trying to figure out how to deal with this and maybe are nervous to seek help or to talk to people, anything you would say directly to them to try to cope with this?
I would say there are many, many caring adults here who have the capacity to help you if you are a student who is struggling. And please don't let anything prevent you from coming to us, because the help is available. And so we're just going to continue to give that message. And for parents as well who would like help in understanding how to talk to their children about these things, we're available for all the members of the community as well as the students and our staff.
And just to be specific, the names of the two that were on the track team, was it Eric, Nick, David, or Christopher? The two athletes on the track team?
It's David and Nicholas. They also were football athletes and basketball as well.
Can we have the athletic director come up and talk?
I think you direct all your questions to me, and I think we can take one more question, and there's not much more of that.
The decision to go forward with the track meet today, was there any particular thought behind that?
There wasn't any way to cancel it. It's the kind of event that's a very, very, very difficult thing to reschedule, and there are other schools involved that it would have been canceled. So we're going forward insofar as the students are willing, able, or would like to participate. It was not our event to cancel, so and it's something that's very difficult to reschedule. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Anticipate any school-wide either service or
That's going to evolve over time.